Shalom and welcome to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. This is Meditation and Mindfulness with Rabbi Adam Kligfeld.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning to those who are here in my office, Temple Beth Am. Good morning to those who are joining on Zoom from many time zones away. Good morning to those who are watching live on Facebook, and hello to anyone who's listening via the Temple Beth Am podcast. It's Friday morning, opportunity to marinate in some words of Torah and to marinate in our own minds and spirits. A longer treatment of this in the Taste of Torah that I wrote for the bulletin. There is a interesting comment by Rabbi Moshe Teitelbaum, who once was the worldwide leader of Satmar Chassidut, on a line with an admittedly challenging section of Parshat Ki Teitzei, which is the section of the rebellious child. And that's hard material to figure out why it was that the Torah had God suggest essentially the death penalty for a wayward child. But as the Torah is describing the punishment, the verse says, "Uviarta hara bikirbecha." There, in that way, you will root out the evil from your midst. V'chol Yisrael yishma'u v'yira'u. And then all of the people of Israel will pay heed and they will have awe. And Rabbi Moshe Teitelbaum notices that the notion that you will root out the evil from your midst is written in the first person singular. It says, who's it addressed to? This law has been given to all the people. It's not really addressed to Moses. This is about what should happen in a situation where there's a rebellious child. And what he does, and this is a wonderful Hasidic thing, he kind of lifts it from its context and says the verse is about what to do in that situation, although we understand that it was never actually executed, pun intended, in Jewish history. And this is kind of Eitzah Tova, good counsel, and a bit of a finger wagging to anyone who is about to issue judgment on someone else. And he says, first, you, single person, right? Uviarta hara mikirbecha. Make sure all of the yuck in your midst is clean. And only then will anything that you have to say be listened to and heeded by the community that you're saying in front of, right? So it's about the rebellious child, but it's all about anyone who's about to say, all you out there are guilty, and I judge you and I punish you. The Torah says, almost like with a question mark, Uviarta hara mikirbecha. Have you rooted out the ra within you? It's an ancient version of people in glass houses not throwing stones. It's a call for integrity. Integrity is really hard, and integrity is essential. What does it mean to almost all the time first work on you? Almost all the time, first work on you before you start working on them, even if you're sure that the them are full of evil. Have you addressed your own ra? So, with that in mind, I invite you to close your eyes and sink into this moment with relish. A moment that has space, capaciousness, and expanse. Moment that somehow has access to reach all of your moments. In some real way, this moment is informed by every moment you've ever lived through. And it may be possible that whenever you're experiencing this moment can have a real impact on any moment you live after this. Get in touch with your breathing. Move the automatic to the intentional. You will breathe even if you're not thinking about breathing. But you can also think about breathing. To focus on the breathing, you may want, as you are inhaling, to hear your own mind say, I know that I am breathing in. And when you're exhaling, hear your mind say, I know that I am breathing out. I know that I am breathing in. I know that I am breathing out. Ground you, center you, and hold you and pull you back to breath, to nishima, as you relish in nishama in your spirit. Make sure as many of the muscles in your body as possible are relaxed, not holding unneeded tension. Let your shoulders be heavy in their sockets, and your wrists really falling into your legs. The soles of your feet hugged by the earth in front of you. Your jaw slack and loose. Your eyeballs sinking in their sockets. And your forehead flat and unfurrowed. Tell your body how to be, and your body will tell you how to be. Viarta hara mikirbecha. Eliminate the evil from within you. Viarta, the same verb as biur chametz, getting rid of all of the chametz before Pesach. Search for it, find it, collect it, eliminate it. Viarta hara mikirbecha. The first step towards integrity. Not with self-loathing, not being unfair to oneself. Before you judge, pronounce guilt, and punish in all the ways that we're all capable of doing. Uviarta hara mikirbecha. Work on the yuck within you first. push through the layers of your consciousness and come up to the surface. We'll say this closing meditation prayer together 3 times. And try to live in a peaceful place for as long as we can in the aftermath of this time together. May we and all beings have happiness in the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering in the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness in the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering in the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. May we and all beings have happiness in the causes of happiness. May we all be free of suffering in the causes of suffering. May we all experience true happiness that has no taint of suffering. May we live in great equanimity, free from burdening attachment to loved ones and contempt for others, but rather with compassion for all. Say to you all, Shalom, Namaste, Shabbat Shalom.
You have been listening to another in our series of podcasts from Temple Beth Am, a dynamic center for conservative Judaism in Los Angeles. If you enjoy these podcasts, we invite you to write a review on the Apple Podcast site or wherever you get your podcasts. For more information about Temple Beth Am Los Angeles, go to tbala.org.